I don't know about you, but it really jars me when I see artists in the same genre creating the same old content in the same old locations. It's like we're, as a generation, we're running out of creativity to innovate in the way we market our music. And so, what I've heard this beautiful quote recently, it said, "You're not competing against the algorithm. You're competing against every other artist competing for the same audience." We as Londoners, we've got these limited spots in our city. Then we've got hip hop and grime and R&B, and we've got the same audience in the same place. And so to grab their attention, we need to be better than our competition. If we're always making the same old content, looking identical, it feels like we're just influencers going to those cafes, sitting in the same old seats, making exactly the same photo. And so to push the boundaries, I want to show you 4 different artists who've taken the exact identical location in Greenwich and they've approached it differently to make better content than you've ever seen before. To make better content than you've ever seen before. All right, so let's dive in. The first artist is called Wilfred Cisse, and I need to make a whole video about him and world building another time. But check this out.
Never been worried about nobody else's opinion. If I'm with you, then I'm with you, then I'm with you. That's on business. Like Fight Club, we can fight now in 10 minutes.
And obviously, the cool thing is the way he's created the zoom in effect, the close up of his lips. So you're drawn into exactly what he's rapping about. And it's about the whole package. So you see the red leather gloves, you see the suit, you see the afro. It's like gentleman's attire. It's not just hoodies and tracksuits. And the reason I think you pay attention is because you see every syllable in the delivery. And so now you appreciate the art of the rap even more, right? So that's the first example from Wilfred Cisse. Let me show you the next example.
Hate to even say it, guess you got time on your side. When you're credentials, but there's no potential. And now that you're coming for mine, I know that I said what I said.
So this is an example of like focal point rotation. And so as Nikki Kinney is moving around the screen, we as humans, we lock into eye contact. And so you're following her and tracking wherever she moves. And when she got back to 6 p.m., she rotated back the other way. And so you're starting to realize this song is a bop and you're really enjoying it. And there's playfulness in the lyrics. And this content, it must have been really easy to create. And the hard work was done in post-production in the editing phase. The artist probably just sat there in the rim of the circle, just singing the whole song. Very casual. But by doing a really creative way of editing, this brings this effect to life. Let me show you the third artist, a guy called Raf Sapira, one of my absolute favorite kind of creators right now. And although it's in Punjabi, you just really get drawn in because of the editing.
Willow ਰੱਖ ਥੋੜਾ ਗੈਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਜਿਹੀਆਂ ਕਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਟਰੈਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਲਾਵੇਂ ਨੇੜੇ ਬਿੱਲੋ ਰੱਖ ਥੋੜਾ ਗੈਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਜਿਹੀਆਂ ਕਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਟਰੈਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਾਰੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਚੋਬਰ ਨੇ ਦਿਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੱਟ.
So this is called like a clone masking effect. And because of the depth of field, the foreground really close, where he's got a static video of himself singing and rapping. Then foreground, middle of ground, and far background. And all these depths of field where he pops in from the left and disappears from the right, or he just passes through the exact opposite direction. It brings you into like a surprise and delight, being unable to expect what happens next. So you stay. Your retention as an audience member is locked in to see what happens next. So this is an amazing creative way of using the same location, again, to create a brand new effect. And all of these content ideas are inside my viral content ideas playbook, which we found in the link in the description below. There's over 350 plus ideas. All of them are bookmarked and tagged by what phase of the campaign, and whether it's pre-marketing, post-marketing, or music videos, whether it's for fashion content, mysterious content, cinematic content, by location, whether it's a chicken shop, whether it's in a car, a home studio, or outside in the city. I've done all the groundwork and you can grab your copy right now. It's an upgrade to my book, which is right here behind me, 0 to 10K plays in 60 days. Make sure you go and grab your copy and upgrade your order to grab the viral content ideas playbook. right? Number 4, if you blink, you're going to miss it.
Rocking with you, baby, till we see daylight.
So that's the jump cut transition, where you literally have a sudden frame and everything else stays still except the new addition of Timo Nova in the background. Now, I think this is a client of Respect the Studio, which is an Instagram account, probably got a marketing agency and a content creation agency behind the account, where they scout loads of free locations all over London and they give you exactly where they are. But they clearly offer shoot days for artists, so you can go and have your content shot professionally and edited professionally. What I love about this piece of content is he jump cuts in at the background, and eventually he jump cuts the foreground version of himself out and only remains in the background. Very creative way that makes people just lock in more to the vibe of the music. And so seeing this, do you now see my perspective as like a social media marketer or someone who obsesses over content ideas, and how you can use this kind of level of creativity to bring your art to a whole new dimension? And when you start taking this seriously, you can start to ladder up your campaign. It's not about one idea. It's not about making one really cool edit. It's about building up the storytelling in your song campaign. And so if you like this new format, please let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you want to continue to get posted every time I drop a video like this, subscribe to the channel and so you never miss out. And I want you to go and watch this playlist right here to how you can hit 0 to 10,000 plays on your very next song.